This week, running from the 30th of July until the 6th of August, is the perfect time for you to farm a best in slot reactor for your bunny. What you are looking for is a tingling singularity reactor. This is the best reactor for a bunny. And then also it can be considered that you want one in the general rounds configuration, since that will allow you to use things like Thunder Cage, for example, or Python or anything like that. These are all submachine guns, which are of course the preferred weapon of choice for a bunny. So we can very easily see that this is the best week to do this, because if we just go here and we say find difficulty rewards, we choose general rounds, we say we want something that is electric, and we want singular, because singular is of course the skill that we use the most. It's bunny's third, it's lightning emissions. So when we click on this, we see that shipment base in White Knight Gulch is the place to be this week to be able to farm this reactor. And coincidentally, one of the best farming areas, at least until it took a little bit of a nerf, is Fortress Outskirts in this area. So in shipment base, just going to the overall map in White Knight Gulch, shipment base over here, this right here is the spot where you want to be. Now, not only is this area super good for just Kuiper, XP, weapon proficiency and all of that, but now you have the added benefit of just a shitload of these tingling singularity reactors dropping here, and that's going to allow you to farm the perfect reactor, whichever one you're looking for. If you're looking for something that deals more damage against Colossus, or you want something that has extra crit or damage, anything like that, you can just basically run the ever-loving shit out of this activity and just farm this to your heart's content. While I have you guys here in the video, I will just quickly run you through the farm. Essentially what you're going to be doing is it's one of these where you activate these plates, and then essentially you have to capture the plate while the enemies come in. What we're going to do to increase this spawn is we're just going to activate all 4 plates at once, and then we're going to stay off the plates, and we're just going to rotate all the way around the whole time while killing enemies. Now this is going to give us the maximum amount of XP. It's going to drop a shitload of Kuiper. You're going to get a lot of weapon proficiency, and these reactors will just be raining from the sky. So obviously what you want to do is activate the 4th one here, and we're basically good to go. And now at this point in time, all we do is we just essentially set up and we just start running our little circuit here, and we just make sure to just kill everything. And every once in a while you just check out the radar and you make sure that you pick everything up. Now basically how this mission works is you have to clear all 4 of these pads, and then what these pads do is they drop the usual, you know, those pickups that you go drop off. But we're not going to be doing any of that bullshit. We're just going to be running this circuit the entire time. You can see these pads are capturing by themselves, and all you need to do is just pretty much kill everything that spawns. Now the thing that they nerfed from this is this used to be super insane with the amount of enemies that it would spawn, like a far more than it is actually spawning right now. But this is something that they changed I think 2 maybe 3 patches back, and that basically means that you will unfortunately not be seeing as many enemies as you were before. But this is still fucking ridiculous. You're still going to be doing about 2 weapon levels a fucking, you know, a go. You're going to be making some character XP as well. Unfortunately, I am max on this bunny. But the main thing is you're going to be seeing a lot of these reactors dropping. You can see them just basically raining from the sky here. The other good thing as well is that this is also good for pickups. Like, for example, you'll see just now we're going to get some of the mats that we actually use for crafting catalysts. That also drops from this area. So the neural nets, they drop from here. You can also obviously find some code breakers here as well, which happens all the time. So this is just all now. There we go. There's a neural circuit that just dropped there for me. This is just overall like a phenomenal farm just for making a little bit of essentially everything in the game. Actually, to be fair, it's not a little bit, it's a lot. But you're going to be making between 10 to 12, maybe 14 reactors in every one of these rotations. And as you can see here, because you are using a bunny, I mean, of course, you could use another character for this, but bunny just kind of like seems like she's perfectly built for this. So we're just going to be running around. We're just going to be picking up. At this point in time, I should probably start concentrating on picking up some of the things. As you can see on my radar there, it's absolutely just fucking caked with loot. Of course, we want to be picking up our Kuiper and our gold as well. You don't want to be losing out on that. Obviously, having some form of a farm set is really good for you here as well, because that's going to increase the yield that you get. I'll show you just now what I mean by a farm set. I'm just quickly finishing up here. This is like painting. Just got to hit all the edges. Just quickly just getting everything here. And This, by the way, is not an ultimate bunny. This is just a normal bog standard bunny. And as you can see, all 4 have now been, you know, captured, and I've pretty much picked up everything. I'm sure there's 1 or 2 bits of money or Kuiper lying around, but you know, it is what it is. And at this point in time, you can just abort mission, and you can essentially just reset yourself to the start here, and you can rinse and repeat after obviously emptying out your inventory and making sure that you've kept what you wanted to keep, and you know, thrown away what you don't. Now, just quickly before I let you go, what I mean by a farming set is you can have something that increases your Kuiper, your module drop rate, it increases your consumable drop rate, your XP gain, it increases your firearm proficiency gain, your gold drop rate, and last but certainly not least, you can also get an item acquisition distance increase, which means that you don't have to run directly over Kuiper or gold to pick it up. It'll pick it up from a little bit further. And then last, also the equipment drop rate modifier. But this is a fantastic week to do this with Bunny. You can get yourself some really, really good reactors. I've had a couple of sexy ones drop already. This one dropped down for me, which had some crit hit damage and crit hit rate. This one has electric skill and singular skill, both legendary rolls, which is I was exactly looking for something like that. And yeah, a bunch of other ones. But yeah, just a phenomenal farm. Absolutely get on this, get it done, get your Bunny fucking geared up. And that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. Let me know how your farming is going, and if you've gotten lucky and I'm looking specifically for me, I'm looking for one that has the most damage against Colossus and gives me increased crit rate. That is my dream roll right now. That is the one that I'm looking for. Let me know if you guys found it before me. But other than that, it's just super important to me that you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Till next video, fucking cheers.